Hey, I'm Logan.
And I'm David.
We are This Is Wild. We live primarily in my self-converted Sprinter van, Frankie. We travel around Canada and North America as often as we can, but with quarantine, we've been stationary. This week, we're going to show you the 5 things that I wouldn't change about my van build if I had the choice to. So make sure to stay tuned. So the first thing that I would never change about my van if I had to is my stove and oven combination. I have a Magic Chef and I'm not sure the model. A lot of people ask us what it is. It's from an old RV and it works super good for us. I wanted to be able to cook and feel like I was in a house when I was in my van. So I've got a lot of oven space to cook whatever I want to be cooking with it, and 3 burners or hobs on the top, which is amazing. This runs off of propane, which is stored in the van, and honestly it can last us a long time. I haven't changed it in probably 8 months and I use it every single day. So this is a must for us, and it was a must for me when I was moving into the van, and I'm glad I use it as often as I do. So we love having a big sink in the van, and the position of the sink is something I thought about a lot while I was building out a van. I considered having it on the other side of the kitchen, but ultimately decided that right here was the perfect place, just because you have a beautiful view when you're doing dishes. If you're in a nice spot, you can take the faucet and hang it outside of the window to take a shower. And if you're outside at a camp spot and you want to be putting stuff in the van, I can either place it right here or I can just drop it in the sink, which makes messes a lot easier. We have a big stainless steel bowl as a sink, and I know that a lot of people either buy a really expensive sink or buy a stainless steel mixing bowl and use that. I went in between the two and got this awesome, I don't even know what to call it, bowl that David found for me. It's from a spa, and it holds a lot of dishes. So real life for you guys, I haven't done my dishes in a little while. It's a little bit messy in the sink, but it's gonna be that way. So realistically, sometimes I just throw my dishes in here, hop in the van, turn it on, and drive. And I know that stuff isn't flying around and I don't have to worry about it. So this works really good for us. So the next thing that I would never change about my van is having a fixed bed. And I want to go into this one a little bit more because I know a lot of people are always contemplating between, do I have a couch mode bed and it goes into a table during the day, or do I have a fixed bed? I've heard this from a lot of people who have done conversions themselves, and they say they wish they had done a fixed bed. There are a couple reasons as to this, and I'll just share a couple with you. So when you have a bed that changes into a table and couch during the day, you're left with pieces of foam, which realistically isn't as comfortable as the bed you're most likely sleeping in your apartment or house right now, because it's pieces of foam and your butt might fall in between the cracks and you're not left with as good of a sleep. And I think that when you're in a van, you just want to be able to lay down and know that you're going to have a good night's rest no matter what. So I've got a good full-sized double bed in the van, and it's super comfortable and high enough that I can sit on the bed during the day and I still have storage underneath. So this works so good for this build. If you guys are liking this video, please leave a thumbs up and comment below what your favorite thing about the van build is. That way we can be making more content that you want to see. So another thing that works great for us in our van build is having a massive water tank. When I was building out the van, I was naive in thinking that 2 5-gallon jugs of water would be enough and I wouldn't have to worry about water often, which is totally wrong. With this, we don't have to worry about water for probably 5 days, and it works great for us. We can just flip the tap on and not have to think, oh my goodness, am I using too much water? Which you should think about anyways if you're in a house or in a van. This is 20 gallons of water. It runs straight to the front, and honestly I recommend everyone prioritize having a lot of water on hand with them as often as they can. So my last and probably favorite thing about the van build is all of the storage that I prioritized. I've got lots of room for food. That cabinet's locked. Lots of room for food, a massive drawer that holds all my pantry goods, and tons of room for clothing. I never have to think, or for the most part, don't have to think, can I fit this in the van? Because for the most part, I can, and I'm able to store whatever I need in here. Which, yes, living in a van is going to make you become more of a minimalist, but you don't necessarily have to be a minimalist to live in this type of space. You can still have 10 shirts and 10 pants and be happy with what you've got. So I love having what I need when I want it and feeling confident in my ability to hold the stuff that I want in the space in an organized way. So everything isn't thrown around in here. It's put meticulously where I need it to be, and I love the storage solutions we've made. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope that you guys learned something that you can take into your own van build and make it what you want. If you want to see a more in-depth tour, our first video is actually a van tour, so click somewhere on the screen and check it out. And let us know what you guys want to see from us, because we want to be creating content that you want to watch. Thank you so much and have a great week. We'll see you soon.